Section 4. The Mystery of Love. Love is a true mystery. Love's depth and height are infinite, making it impossible to measure. The more we think about love, the deeper and the more fulfilling it becomes. Instead of revealing himself to us, God sent love to earth on his behalf. God has given us love as a way to learn about his true nature. We are blessed with the ability to practice and learn from love. Through love, we can sense the presence and power of the invisible and numinous. This is why love is so mystical. Once upon a time, an old man without children or grandchildren lived in a small shrine on the outskirts of a village. Local urchins often came to play on the shrine, and the most mischievous was Taro, a boy of 13 who had lost both his parents at an early age and was being raised by his sister. One day, Taro was playing on the steps of the shrine when 3 sparrows settled right next to him and started to speak. "The sun is the greatest thing in the world," the first sparrow said. "Thanks to the sun, we can enjoy the trees, flowers, and an abundant harvest. If the sun were ever to disappear, the world would be dark and colorless. We sparrows always give thanks to the sun, for no creature could survive without it. But humans take it for granted. Filled with a distorted sense of their own importance, they quarrel and even war with each other under the life-giving rays of the sun. I wouldn't be surprised if someday the sun becomes so disappointed that it hides itself forever." Hearing this, the second sparrow started to speak. "In my opinion, water is the greatest thing in the world. Nothing can live without it. Without water, the trees and flowers would wither and die within a week, and there certainly wouldn't be any more harvests. Animals like us wouldn't survive even a week. Water is the very source of life, and the most wonderful thing in the world. We sparrows are grateful for water, but humans, in their vanity, take it for granted because they believe it is provided for free. They work hard to earn money to buy jewels and ornaments which aren't useful at all. We sparrows thank God for what he gave us at birth, but humans only strive to become more beautiful, wealthy, and powerful." Finally, the last sparrow opened its beak. "The sun and water are certainly marvelous gifts, and you're both right. It seems that humans take for granted the most precious things in this world. But although no one usually gives it much thought, I think the most important thing in the world is the air we breathe. If the sun were to disappear and water to dry up, we would still be able to live for a few days, but without air, we would all die in minutes. We sparrows are grateful for the air we fly in, but I've never seen any human give thanks for it. Other creatures like the mighty whale give thanks to the air when they come to the surface to fill their lungs. Humans believe that they can fly, but they forget in their vanity that airplanes cannot fly without air. Air does so much for us, but it never asks us, sparrows, or humans for a single penny in return." After overhearing this conversation, Taro fell deep into thought. He had been taught that humankind was the pinnacle of evolution, but no one he knew had ever spoken with as much wisdom as the sparrows. They were right. He had never thanked the sun, the water, or the air. He thought, how foolish and ignorant we humans are. We are much less noble than sparrows. He jumped to his feet and ran up the steps of the shrine. Finding the old man who lived there, Taro told him what he had just heard. Then Taro burst into tears, saying that he wished he had been born a sparrow. The old man gently replied, "Taro, my boy, you have awakened to an important truth. We humans are fools for having lost sight of what is most important in life. But we know that God forgives us our foolishness because he has bestowed on us the ability to love and care for each other. Yes, we humans are fools, but we cannot make our foolishness disappear by only paying attention to our mistakes. God gave humans the magic of love, which has the mysterious power to erase our sins and follies. It is because we have this mystical power of love within us that God forgives us and allows us to be lords of all creation.